Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Card Craft. Welcome back. Sorry it's been a while. The other day I was going through and watching some videos, and I like Rachel at Roxy Creations. She's set herself a challenge on how many tags she can make in 45 minutes. She's invited others to do her challenge as well, and I thought, this is an awesome idea. One, because it keeps my videos down under that hour, which is just amazing for me. And two, I like that sort of challenge. How many can I get done in a certain time? Now, these need to be finished tags, so it's not just playing around and then finishing one at the end. It's having completed tags done, 45 minutes. So for anyone that wants to join in, that's her hashtag Roxy's Weekly Challenge. Each week she sets herself a new challenge, but it's whatever she can do in 45 minutes. This is now a couple of weeks old, so I'm doing her week one, which is book page tags. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you'll know, one, I love tags, and two, I love my book pages. So it was just the perfect thing for me to get me kick-started back into the year and all the rest. So this is what I'm going to do today. So technically, it's a craft with me. It's a challenge for myself and hopefully a challenge for you. You'll see some finished tags as we go, and also it'll challenge you to make some tags as well. Now, when she did hers, she cut tags out of her book pages and then backed them. I tend to work on tag shapes already, and then I can adhere them to my book pages. So I've just grabbed out a collection of tags. I have a die, just bear with me. I've got a Tim Holtz Sizzix framelits die with a whole heap of tag shapes in it. And these three tags are just perfect for my journals. So the big, medium and small. I've got little ones for swing tags and things like that. But I tend to, when I get a spare moment, I always cut some more out. So here's just a selection I've pulled out of my box. I've always got a box of tag shapes cut out for quick and easy tags. So I've pulled out a selection. Now, some are done in manila, some are done in a craft card. Now, the craft card is really, really thin, so not quite copy paper thickness, and the manila are really, really thick. So I like doing these because it already gives me my plain backing to do as my journal spots. I usually have my tags so that they've got journaling on the other side. This is just such a great challenge. When I decided I was going to do it, which was earlier this week, I've just been busting to get onto it and get it done. So in week one, it was, as I said, book pages with floral. I don't work a lot with florals, so I've been gathering my bits and pieces of florals and putting them into my floral container. And she also uses vellum in hers. I don't have vellum. I've got no vellum printed out. I haven't got a great printer that would print vellum out. So for me, I'll just sit that one there and we'll go back to it later on. So for me, I'm going to use some serviettes instead. So I've got a few floral type serviettes. So look, I may use them, I may not use them. We'll see how we go. Right, it is now dead on 2 o'clock my time. I've got until 2:45, so that's my 45 minutes. We'll see how we go. I will just ramble as I go. You know me, I ramble anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'll grab one of each size to start with and adhere some book page to them. I've got some wonderful book pages. I love my book pages. I can also use sheet music. So one of my first ones, which is my big one, I'm just going to adhere to my book page. So just with my glue stick, an old book that I use as my stick. Now these tags, the Tim Holtz tags, come with the hole already punched in them, and they also have that wonderful little die that'll give you your outer edge, your reinforced edge. I'm probably not going to use those, and I will probably not use the hole that's in them. So the hole is on the back, and if I want to, I can just punch back through it, or I can adhere lace or something as my tag. So I'll just stick and cut as I go, and then we can go back to our book pages, to our finished tags, to our book page tags, spit it out, Kylie, and then I can start decorating. I did also come across, oh my golly, it's summer, of course, over here, and we've had Christmas holidays and the New Year and all the rest, and I went back home to my mother's. She's in a different state, and we haven't been able to get over there for the last year. So I've been over to see her, and while I was over there, I went through all my bits, because let's face it, doesn't matter how old we are, we still store stuff at our parents'. And I had a whole heap of old books stored at Mum's. So I've, luckily we took the car, loaded lots and lots of those up and bought those ones back with me as well. So I've got some Jungle Books and some David Copperfields and all the rest. So I'm just going to go through and adhere all these to them. But in amongst all that, I found a beautiful, beautiful railway book. And it's really, really thick. The paper in it is cardboard thickness. So I'm going to use one of those just as a general tag on its own without backing it onto one of these. Now that one doesn't have anything in there. See, and I'm already getting gluey. Right, so you can see how this craft one is very, very light because it wants to curl while it's wet. Now for me, I will edge all these in my distress ink because I like that older edged look. I'll just roughly see, even my scissors are getting very gluey now. So if I do 4 or 5 to start with, and then I'll start decorating, and if I get a chance, I'll get even more than that done. But I'm hoping, my challenge to myself is that I can get at least 4 completed. I'll do Jungle Book 1. Oh, look at the pictures in the Jungle Book 1. It's just some beautiful, beautiful. See, this is really nice and thick. Let's just have a look at a bigger one. Will you fit on there? Yeah, you might if I don't think, Kylie. Just put that one down. The whole point of this is not thinking, isn't it? It's just doing. So I'm gonna do. No fluffing around. Just sticking on and getting these bases done. Because technically, that's the easy bit, isn't it? And I shouldn't even be having to think about this. I should be just being able to do. It's the decorating part that is where I will, especially with florals, I like my light vintage colours and all the rest. I like my stamps, and I didn't even pull out any stamps. I have literally just got sticky bits. Right, show you this book. Look at this. The Big Book of Railways. Look at the pages. Can you see the thickness in that? can you hear that? Isn't that awesome? I don't know if they're even going to come out. One of the pictures. Oh, here we go. That's a centre one. If I just take that through. Oh, told you they're thick. That hasn't even started to go through. There we go. Look at that. How awesome's that? Just tip you down there. Right. I'll grab my trimmer for this one. You're going to fit in there, and I'll take off the edges. Go that way first. Take off. Just try and leave him kind of straight. But a lot of the time, these books are not actually printed on straight. So, 2. And I don't think my cutting's overly straight either. So, you know, between both, I'm not doing really well. All right, down there and down there. Right, they're just awesome. Now, I could nearly get 2. One long one, one short one, couldn't I? So let's have a look. Yeah, no, that's not straight at all. Let's have a look at that. That straightens it up a little bit better. So about 2.5 inches will give me 2. Oh, and I'll do that one. Oh yes, that one. And I might do a small one. Smallish one. And that's just awesome, so we'll leave that for something else. Right, so they need tanks. I've got an old card here that'll give me my sizes for my edges. Turn it round, set it on this side. 1. And 2. Like that. Right. So technically I've got, apart from a mess, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 sitting there. Let's see how we go with those. And then with any luck, we can get back and do some more. Right. And this is where I then go, what am I going to do? And we all tend to do it. We get this little base and we go, yes, this is great. It's a matter of just doing. We're just going to have to do. Oh, where's my little scissors? A bit crooked. Oh, this paper's so thick. Right. All right. So to make me feel better, I'll just go with my brushed corduroy around the edge very quickly. Okay, and I'll do that one the same. The others I might do in walnut stone, I'm thinking. So that's my vintage, that's my brushed corduroy. So some walnut stone on this one. I think my walnut stone's starting to get a little bit light on. Must get a new one. Alright, that one. And of course my music one. So that's very thin and flimsy because it's on the craft. I've got some thicker craft card. I should have got that. Must cut myself some of that. It was the first time I'd cut this craft one. And that one, I just want to darken up a little bit. So I'm just going to go with some antique linen, which I don't think that is. Grab the wrong one. Oh well. We like that look going down the side. That's better. All right, so I'm going to have to... So that's given me my antique linen, but I'd used my walnut stone one. So we're just going to go around the edge to make that look like it was meant to be. And then I'll edge him in walnut stone. And I've been just over 10 minutes. Ooh. See, and that might make me look at the clock more, mightn't it? But I've got to admit, my daughter did give me a larger clock for my craft room because my small one obviously wasn't working. I could still never get just the right time. So this one I can see really, really well. I've been a whole 12 minutes. Right. So I've got all these sorts of things and see, and the serviettes show beautifully. Where's my scissors? I'm not going to tear because I didn't bring water in with me, so I'll just roughly cut around it. Just like so. Taking around that leaf, which will mean that it'll be nice and flimsy, and then I'll probably pull it off when I go to glue. But, you know, so it may have a leaf on it, it may not when I've finished. And around and up. So once again, I'm sorry that it's been so long. Just take that bird out and hopefully I'm back in action. My holidays are over. We had 3 weeks off work. I spent a week, as I said, down at my mother's and painting and, oh, as you can see from my nails are a mess. Doing all that. My mother's about to move. So it's been a big holidays that I've really had no time to do anything, and I've just been busting to get back onto my desk. Take you in there. Let's have a look. Right, so if I put you guys down like that, I can chop all you lot off, can't I? If I stick you on, then I can chop off my extra. So we'll see how this goes and whether I rip all this. I'll just get rid of the glue on that. It's all right, I'm not chucking them on the floor. I do have a bin to my side. So I'm just using my blue glue on my serviette because it's only a small piece. So just to try and stick it on. I like my blue glue because I can see where it is I've been. Ugh. And it still dries nice and clear. Right. So now let's see what sort of mess we get into. If I go sideways like that, straighten it out. Sticky little sucker. And once again, I'll use that old card to flatten it out. So I just use the other side of the card now and push it down, and then I can trim around it. So just like so, that'll push all that down. Make sure it's really adhered, and I can see where I've missed and where I haven't done which is the same thing really, isn't it? Right. So now I'll get my scissors all nice and gluey. Down here. Yep, scissors are gluey already. Right. Okay, I've got those. I've got. I want, grab my little, I've got a little add-ons, which is just all my little bits and pieces, which are just real little ones that work well for tags. So I have numbers, I have labels, I have bits and bobs in here. Now I've got, here we go, just excuse, you can hear my chair squeaking. Right, love these, just the old ones that you find that used to be shop ones and all the rest. Now, if he fits, yes, he should fit on that. And it's just an address from an old shop from years ago. So, colour-wise, I might just use my archival ink in the sepia. Make sure he's up the right way. So, like so. And I love these old stamps, these old business stamps. So I'm going to put him in here. And I want, you guys are too big. Oops, caught as well. Might use you guys on something else. I'm just sitting here playing with what's on my desk and all the rest. There, see, lots of ums, which is really no good. The whole point of this was to just go, which was really just to do. And now I'm struggling already. What about a butterfly? Let's have a look. Oh, that's so noisy. I might just leave these lids undone. So let's have a look at a butterfly. Do that glue up. I like him, even though he's not a real colour. He just tends to fade in, doesn't he? Give him an edge, which will make him pop on the page, or on the tag, I should say. And then I've got some chunky lace somewhere. Let's have a look. Lace, serviettes, lace, isn't that cream? Lace and lace. I wonder about one of those. Now these have been tea dyed or coffee dyed, one or the other. How about we do that? Let's just have a look at that and see what that does. I'll need big scissors because my small scissors won't cut these. Oh, didn't check that glue. Okay. He was easier said than done. How about that? Yes. Right, so grab my glue. I've just got the Helmer 450 and I haven't played with it for a couple of weeks, so we'll see if it works. Piece of scrap. So just bear with me for a moment while I make sure that this little sucker works. Yep. Oh, awesome. Go in. Oh, it's very stringy. I want those coffee edged pieces right up the top. So, oh. Right. that should be stuck. So we'll stick you back with, it's just a normal white liquid glue, just so that I can pop him in. Oh, and I've got no fingernails. As I said, I broke all of them, so my fingernails are absolutely atrocious at the moment. But what it's done is made me just about useless with my hands. And they're just shocking. I'm not used to having nails like this. So just bear with me while I look like I'm struggling to pick things up and turn things over and hang on to things even. Because I am. Right. So there's one. Whoop. There's one that'll have journaling on the back. Now, if I don't like that bit, so let's have a look at my add-ons again. And I can go, let's say, just one of these small numbers. But because it's very stark white again at the moment, I'll get my antique linen, the right colour this time, and I'll just smudge that up. Put a little bit of glue on that just with my glue stick. Move that over there. And what I'll do is I'll adhere that one to that side. So now I've got just a normal journaling spot. I've got my hole covered up where it wasn't originally a tag, and I've got that. You can see how soft that is. That is really soft. It will harden up a little bit as it dries. One. Right. Oh, I love these. These are just beautiful. They're so thick. Right, so this side, and I might actually put a hole in this one. Just with a hole punch. Let's go bigger one, which is that. Right. I'll just grunge around that hole a little bit, like so, because I'm going to put some lace in the top of that one. See, I work in strange ways. I might go from the end, from the start, from the end, and all the rest. So let's have a look. I love these colours, but they're a bit too large, and I'm not in the mood to cut them down. Let's just pull this out. There's some Timmy ones in them. Oh, but they're sweet, aren't they? Whether they're me or not is another thing. Whether I'd actually use... I like those bright ones. I had some skeleton leaves that would look lovely up there, wouldn't it? Wonder what I've done with those. Just 5 seconds. See, this is taking time off from my... What's the name? Right. Just talk amongst yourselves while I find my skeleton leaves. Christmas. Flowers. Let's go flowers. Let's see. I've got flowers. Should have skeleton leaves in here. Yes, I do. Right, I've got a few left. Look at that. Look at that. That's something underneath it, maybe. It's not going to really show out on that one, is it? Stop procrastinating, Kylie. You've now been 25 minutes. So I've got 20 minutes to go and I've done one. So you can see why I then procrastinate. I haven't actually worked out what I'm going to do. Yeah, this is going to be quite a hard challenge, I think. So let's just, and all I'm doing now is creating a huge mess because I've got so much out. I'm thinking then, instead of the lace, I might just go, don't want that colour. That one's a bit too heavy. So let's just rip off a piece of this, which is just some muslin. And where did I put my big scissors? I'll rip him. Lovely. Chop off my end. Yeah, I like that on that one. Right. Do you think it needs something else? So let's have a look. Oh, I know what I've got. I know what I've got. Somewhere, my stamp book. No. Right. Stamp book. Let's find some florals. The birdie. They're not florals, so are they? Christmas. How can this be so hard? Surely there's been floral stamps. In which case I might have to go to the real stamps. I like these because I like the black and white images of the stamp catalogues. But whereas I really have to match real stamps with them. So with the colour ranges that I'm doing. This is just fiddling and flopping around now, isn't it? There's a butterfly one. Alright, for lack of time, have my little roller. Now these are slightly shiny, so you do need to watch if you're going over them with ink on letting them dry. And of course for this they're not going to dry, but at least I'll have it done. I actually don't want that bit down there. I just want the butterfly part, I think. So, how about we go up the right way? You see, I like that better in there. Right, so, where is it? Just rough him up. And just going back with my antique linen just to take a little bit of the white away. Right, and then that on the top. Yeah, okay. So we can stick these guys down now. You over. Might actually want you above that so that that'll all stick that down. Right, that'll stick that down, hopefully. Put you with, oh, that was lucky. Nearly lost it. What's the word? What is it? Less haste, more speed? That's my problem, isn't it? I'm so sticky. Right, and that one. And around. All right. Like that one. Right. And I think I just want to tie a knot in that one. So let's have a look. And then I'll trim him off. Oh, don't know if you can hear the wind at our place today. It is atrocious. And it's whistling through our front door. When the wind comes a certain way, it whistles through our front door and it sounds like a steam train coming through. It's just horrendous. And it was like it yesterday because I was going to do this video yesterday and I thought, oh no, I can't do it with that going like that. Well, it started again about half an hour ago. So, right, how's that one? So 2, and I've got 13 minutes left. Awesome. Right, so back to a big one. Pop you in there. And, oh, I want one of those ones out for the little one. Did I do a real little one? Got some black and white here. Oh, yes. I like that. Like to edge him in black. I don't have my other distress inks here, but I do have little black Versacolor. So I'm just going to take it straight to my little cutout, my little die cut cutout. Just so see how it lifts it off the page. So it would be better if I grabbed a sponge, but that's fine. This works. Oh, I do have one because I've got my little one here. Hang on. Let's try it that way. That way. Oh yeah, that works better. Just look around at what you've got sitting on your desk, Kylie. Maybe not. Maybe not, because all it's doing is smudging further up. So we'll just go back to what we were doing. Because I just want that edge done. And I've got to admit, the little Versacubes, or you can get the distress inks in these little 1-inch size as well. And for little jobs like this, they work a treat. Most of my distress inks are all in the larger size, which is, I don't know, whatever size that is. So 2.5 by 2.5, yes. But the little 1-inch ones, and they're too large to just go around your edges sometimes. So, but the little ones work really well for just going around that. So that's, yeah, that's really popped that back up, hasn't it? I want some lace on that. What did I do with my lace? I want some really fine, wide lace to go underneath him. But it's still in all that cream. See, this is going to be a wrong colour lace again as well. You guys are all too thick. What have I got down here? What have I got down here? Got more lace everywhere. Not a real thing for lace. You're too white. You're not wide enough. And you're still that wrong colour. Okay. Oh, you might be a better colour. Let's have a look at you. You're more yellow, really, aren't you? See, now I'm talking to my lace. Probably a better colour. Not quite as cream. Oh, would you believe? It's almost identical to the one I first pulled out. That's not unusual for me. Which way's the right way? Which way's the wrong way? That way. If I tuck you down there so that those scallop bits are showing. Tuck you here. Let's just go lace. So, I cut you up there. Tuck you back down there. I do have this beautiful, beautiful thick one. That maybe might go under it. So one here, one here, one here. Don't know. Nope, don't like it. Don't like it. I do like that on there though, and I do like that on there though. So if I tuck you further down, tuck you in here, and do have a little one somewhere there. No, I know what'll work. My cheesecloth. My cheesecloth. Right, it's just some cheesecloth. Way too much, but that's all I'm doing. Oh. Just had a thought. Found some jute fibre, it's called. But that will give me my little piece up along here, won't it? Yes, I like that. Oh, yes, I really like that. I have no idea how that's going to stick down. But if I stick it down under that, it should be right, shouldn't it? Do you reckon? So, let's have a look. We'll put a little bit of glue on this one. I can trim him off again later on. So, make some room again. If I go on that thicker piece up here, I don't know if I'm in shot doing that. Yes, I am. Beautiful. And just on the thicker bits of that, and down here. Don't mind if it's sitting up a little bit. Right, just lift you guys up. Like that. How's that? And once again, it's all over my gluey. Right. Yuck. Messy. All right. So I'll trim you off. 2. I've got 4 minutes. I'm only going to get 3 done. Wow, that's fluffing around, isn't it? So this one, oh, I really like that. Love that jute fibre, actually. Oh, might have to get some. I found that when I was at my mother's at a shop over in Tasmania in Australia. So, yeah, I like that. And I can put a juvie on that. So, if I use some of that just in there, let's see how that one works to hold some of it down. Probably should have played with this first, shouldn't I? All right, then we'll go back onto this one. Squeeze him out. Like that. Is that going to fit? Yes. Right, and I'll hold that down just a second. It doesn't take that long to adhere this glue, but it is going over all that jute. So, and I want it to hold the rest of that down. So I just need to push it down a little bit onto the tag. Let's have a look. Oh, I love that stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Just like that. Maybe clean a bit. Might just chop off a bit of that one. Like that. Okay, so back in with this one. Ugh. But I can at least say that these ones are completely finished. So I've challenged myself and made 3 tags in 45 minutes. I knew I was going to be struggling, but I really thought 4 or 5 would be a good aim. I want to take that one down just a little bit lower in the back so that it covers up that punch circle that's in the tag bits. So if I tuck him down like that, see how it now, move that glue so you can, see how it now covers that bit. So what I've got is that. I like that. Right, so 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! Got 1 minute. I could at least start another one. Oh no, I want to put one of those in there. Oh, I've just got so much mess. And you'd think because I'm just going to use book pages and florals that I wouldn't need anything else, would you? I want a doobie on that. Let's have a look and see what I've got in my bits and bobs. Because I want them completely finished. Just completely finished. So I don't want to have to add anything again. What I do have is, when I've had a page of tickets or whatever else, and I cut out the tickets, and the bits that are off the page, I'll cut those bits and add them to my add-ons page, my add-ons one. So they're just little bits or little bits that are leftovers from tickets or bits and bobs that just finish. You're a better colour. You're a better colour. We might go you. And they just finish things off. So this was part of a ticket from a sheet of tickets, of full 12 by 12 sheet of embossed printed tickets. So it's all been cut out, and when there's little bits that are off the page, I'll just cut around certain sections and have them in my little add-ons box, and they work a treat just for finishing touches. All right, so my 45 minutes is up. So we have made hardly anything. We'll just make some room now, and I've got 3. Right, so my challenge to myself via Rachel at Roxy's Creations was, how many tags can I make in 45 minutes? I'll move some of these bits and bobs out. So I stupidly had another 2 there that I could have done. Oh, and I have my lovely old paper there that I was going to use as tags as well. Well, another day. So I've done 3 tags, floral related book page tags. That is becoming quite a hard challenge, and I thought I'd just fly through this, because when I sit down and I just keep going, but then I fluff and you hesitate and you think about things. Don't think, just do, because otherwise you don't make that many. So I've got 3 little tags sitting aside to use in my journals and all the rest. Big whoop. Journal cards, and you know, and I can sit down with journal cards and go, yep, I'm going to do a stash of journal cards. And within 45 minutes to an hour, usually about an hour, I'll sit down and I've got, you know, 8 or 9 of them done. And I've just got them on a roll and all the rest. But I pick up a journal tag or a size for a journal tag, journal label. So I usually use the lined, these sorts of things. And away I go, and before I know it, I've got oodles of them sitting there, and I have them sitting in my little, you know, my little box of bits sitting there ready to use. For some strange reason, maybe it's because I covered my book pages first. I should have just picked up a tag and gone, right, gonna do it. Then picked up the book page and gone start to finish. I don't know. If you do it the other way and you pick up a tag, cover it with book page, and then continue on, and it works better for you, please let me know in comments, because this way obviously didn't work for me. 3, I would say, is not a wonderful accomplishment. Accomplishment? That's not the right word either. But yeah, please let me know how you go if you decide to do this challenge. If you do the challenge, put it up, hashtag Roxy's Weekly Challenge. It's under Roxy Creations, or just put in when you're putting it up, or comment that you've done it in mine, hashtag Roxy's Weekly Challenge. We will see how we go. I will get back and do some other tutorials as we're going, but I'm thinking that each week at some stage I'm going to sit down and do her challenge. She does say she may not do the whole 52 weeks, and she also does say that there'll be no Roxy police checking to see what we've done too much and that we've deviated off what she's doing or anything else, which is probably good. But I would be interested as well to see how you go. Let me know how you go if you take it up. If you do, put in hashtag Roxy's Weekly Challenge and let's all have a go. Because to start with, 45 minutes, not a problem. Problem. All right. Thanks for that, guys. Hope to see you again soon. Please let me know how you go. If you do like, don't forget to hit like. Please subscribe to my channel. I want to say thank you to everybody that's still on there, that's been with me through all of this journey, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.